Oops, backwards. Yeah, if you notice on here, the imprint says, understand theories and principles, analyse theories and principles of learning, explain ways in which theories and principles of learning can be applied to teaching, learning and assessment. Now here, it doesn't say in your circumstance, does it?
No.
Analyse models of learning preferences, learning styles. Again, we've got a piece on learning styles in Unit 1 as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we had. Yeah, I'll need to look at that as well. Explain how identifying and taking into account learners' individual learning preferences, levels of inclusive teaching and learning and assessment. Again, all that's already been covered in Unit 1. And some of it has been further explained in Unit 2 as well on that one. Yeah. So that is a direct cross-reference, 4.4. So there's not an issue there. So yeah, you can talk about it. You can talk about the first learning objective in academic terms, if you like. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as we move through there, it goes on to second learning objective. Again, can be applied to teaching, learning, and assessment. It's not specifically asking about your circumstances. Yeah. There's nothing to stop you applying it if you wish to. Yeah. That's why I read that bit at the end first. It doesn't matter as long as the evidence is accessible. Yeah. And it can be moderated. So that really doesn't matter. I'm just bringing through this. Yeah. So LO3 is. Yep, that's the same. Under the application of theories, principles, assessment in education training, analyse the theories of assessment, explain ways in which theories can be applied in assessing learning. Again, this is theoretical, it's not specific to your area, but again, there's nothing to stop you using it. But again, as we get to LO4, then it becomes specific to your or special area, yeah, in your own area of specialism. So that is the underlying principle. The first two or three learning objectives, you can use the theoretical of this can be done, that can be done, the other can be done. Whereas as we get to learning objective 4, it's we do this, we do that, I do this. So it then changes first person in how you actually explain the processes that you go through within your specific area. What is that? Yeah, I've got one there. A cross-reference again. Yeah, focusing on assessment. Apply one model assessment to your learner work. Right, okay. And then 4 is just the same. Move into this context, chapter 4 of the e-book in teaching, learning and education. Now the e-book's on there. I checked, he had taken it off, but he's put it back on again now so you can get at it. A couple of the ones on should I say, the Moodle, I've noticed he's put them in faint, but they're still actually working. So if you just click on them and open them up, they'll open up in the normal way. I thought he'd close them down so I couldn't get at them because I was working on them. It's difficult sometimes when you're both in two different places and you're both working on the same thing. Hang on, I'd left that there before. What's you moved it for? And I'm on the phone through that. What you moved something? Oh, no, it doesn't matter. It'll still work. You know, we work that way. I mean, one of the issues. I mean, a couple of one of our teachers is in Bradford. Another teacher is out of the Manchester area anyway as well. And we only got sort of get together once in a blue moon. But this Friday will be one of those blue moons. Everybody will be in for the presentation day. Well, I'm saying day, it's only half a day usually. We usually finish by 2. being a Friday, that's very helpful. Because whereabouts are you from?
So I live in London, but Croydon specifically.
All right. Well, it'll be much the same as it is up here in Manchester. Trying to get out of town on a Friday evening is not the easiest thing in the world.
Definitely.
Yeah. But because we, fortunately, we're stationed pretty much on the internal ring road. So I can avoid the centre and get around the outside. But unfortunately, there are only there are only 3 escape routes from that ring road that are useful to me. And if I make the one I want before a certain time, it's great because it takes me, I know the back streets, so I can sort of make it very easily. So, other than that, you're jammed for a long time, especially on a Friday.
Yeah.
So, you've got me feedback from Unit 2.
Yeah, and I was going to check with you, just make sure you got my email, because I did some work over it on the weekend and sent you Unit 1 back and Unit 2 back with having done the comments that you wanted me to do.
Well, that was fine. I've got onto Unit 1 as well now, because that was the one I had a problem with. I don't know what you said in the first time, but it wouldn't let me get at it at all. So
no, I was having so many problems sending that document over just because of how big it was in the end. So I just took the questions out, as you saw, and just sent it without the cover sheet and the appendix, just so you had the copy. Yeah.
And the other bit, of course, was just this bit. These front sheets that I've developed are for us.
Yeah.
The final piece of work will be for you and me, but also from the external moderator as well. And these are not for the external moderator's eyes. So basically, evidence to show achievement of the LO, your page numbers. And I will then, when I do my final assessment, you'll be getting A's in all these areas. And that's when your e-portfolio is finished, and I've A'd it all, and at the end, I make this box a lot bigger. And it's actions needed to achieve the LOs to meet the standards. Well, if you've got all A's down there won't be any, but I will give you some feedback on what you've produced, how good it is, and say well done, and all the other bits that go with it. And again, I have to sign that off, sign it and date it when it's complete, and then it will have to go through to Raman, because he will be doing all the internal verification on my work. I'm actually the IQA for the company, but obviously I can't IQA my own assessments. Of course. Well, I could, but it wouldn't be fair. So Raman does mine, and I cover all the ones that he does. Actually, I cover all the ones that the other tutors do as well. I'm the only IQ really. But Raman does some, but obviously the bulk of the assessment work is done by the tutors, and I then do the I-grade. I mean, it's really straightforward. If they pass something off, I will sample 2 or 3 of the units of a qualification for the students. I'm not going to do every one, otherwise I'll be here till next Christmas. But I'll just do a sampling plan of how they are operating, making sure that I'll pick 2 or 3 learning objectives out of there. If they're meeting the objectives, then pretty well certain that the rest will be. I occasionally get some in that the students they've been transferred from another college, and they'll send me their work to be assessed. And sometimes it can be sort of very well short of what's required. So this box here gets a lot of writing in it. Basically what I do as well, I make one of these sheets out and I'll put down what's wrong at each point. We're using the reference or review on there, and I'll put the information. You know, you really need to put this in. I mean, students at level 7 really have to put the work in. I mean, if they present a unit to me and it's less than 5,000 words, I'm concerned straight away. If it's down to 3,000 words, I've got very serious concerns before I even read. Because yeah, you find what they do is they make a lot of statements, but no backup, no, they don't validate those statements by giving examples or you know, that sort of thing. It's important every time you see. I mean, obviously, the problem with foreign students is getting them to understand the command verbs. And analysis is a lot more than an explanation. And you get an analysis of 6 lines, and I'm sorry, it isn't an analysis. So yeah, that's they say you should never give negative feedback. Well, yeah, you're not going to give negative feedback. That's true. But what you've really got to put down what the shortcomings are. You'd be failing in your duty as an assessor if you didn't do that. It's no good saying, oh, well, this is all very nice, but could you please just do this or please do that? You've really got to say, look, you haven't done this. That needs to go in there. What I suggest you do is put this, this, and this in, and put that, and that in. Look at the indicative content. Unfortunately, we don't get that with the qualification you're doing. It is with an organisation called NCFE. They're the awarding body, but they don't give you a lot of help. I'll put it that way. That's the bit that I get at the end. There you go. Oops. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's all I get. Assessor guidance. What a number of other awarding bodies do, they will look at each learning objective and they'll put a range of indicative content, sort of thing you should be putting in. No detail, yeah, obviously, but the lines on which you'll be looking at. If it says theories and principles, it'll say which theories and principles. Yeah. Of course, yeah. And then obviously you can look that up and read what it says and say, well, yeah, that's partially relevant to me. I can write something about that. So it does give you that little bit of support, if you like, that NCFE don't do. I'm actually working with NCFE to see if we can start to actually put some of that stuff in. It would make, basically what I've done is do that, put that service in with the document, yeah? Yeah. I'm putting indicative content in, really. And this is what's required, because reading the bare facts on the learning objectives is not really enough sometimes. It doesn't guide you sufficiently to say, oh yeah, I know what that wants. You go, yeah, okay, I understand a bit of that, but I'm not quite sure where I go from there. Then you come over there and it gives you some information, and that basically starts you off. Sometimes it's as easy as that. There's already an ebook on Moodle that we've got that will cover some of the information you need to cover that piece of the learning objective, that assessment criteria, the particular assessment criteria. So yeah, what I would like you to do is start with learning objective 1. Okay. Yeah, I would like you have a look through the ebook. Right. And I would like some feedback from you. Once you've had a read through that, I'm not going to make any comment. I'm going to let you read it for yourself. And then feedback to me what you think, whether it's sufficient, whether the information in it is relevant, or whether the information could be better. Yeah. Okay. So just feedback that to me once you've read that and see what you think. No problem. So should I ask Raman to unlock Unit 3 on Moodle for me? Yeah. Okay, I'll drop him an email. Yeah. And then just send me a mail saying, yeah, I thought that was very useful, and I can carry on from there, or I've got questions. No problem. Yeah, like particularly what does it says here, but what does that mean? Yeah, I'm not going to colour. I'm not going to colour my reading of it with what you're going to do. So I'm not going to say any more on that, other than if you have a read through that and let me know your feedback on that from me. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So my Unit 1 and Unit 2, they're all fine now. Do you want me to send full copies of them to you? Because obviously you only have the question from my Unit 1. You don't have it in its entirety.
Right, what I want you to do now is Unit 1, start your e-portfolio now.
Right.
Front sheet cleared, yeah?
Yeah.
With nothing in except your page numbers.
Yeah.
Unit 2, and then obviously page numbers behind that.
Yeah.
There. Sometimes it helps if you put a contents list for each unit.
Right, okay.
Sometimes it does. It's up to yourself really. That you don't have to do that. You can use this, purely use this if you like, because that's doing the same thing. That's saying where the contents are.
Yeah.
The contents of that are here. So yeah, some students like to make one. Some don't bother. Some just use this. So it's purely up to you that. But again, start to put your e-portfolio together in order.
Right.
Once you've got to Unit 2, then you put your front sheet in again and continue with the page numbers. If you remember, I said to you on that email, don't change the numbers again to 1 when you get to Unit 2.
Okay, fine. So just keep the page numbers going.
Yeah, carry on with the page numbers from there. Yeah.
Fine.
When it's finished, it will read like a book, if you understand me.
Yeah. So you want all of the all of the units on one document.
Yeah, it'll just be split with these front pages. Yeah.
Fine.
And carrying on with where the evidence is to cover those particular things there. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
And that, I think, is all we need to do. Have you got any particular questions for me tonight?
No, none at all. I'm just glad to know that like 1 and my Unit 2 are fine, and that they're sort of done, so to speak, and I can move on to Unit 3. That's fab.
Well, like I say, you work at your own pace on this. I will work with you at whatever you want to do. So if you need time off to do something, take the time off to do it. You don't have to cram everything in just because you think, I need to do it. But again, sometimes I do the same thing. If I'm on a roll, sometimes I'll carry on, and it will get past midnight sometimes, and I'm still doing stuff. Yeah,
definitely. I'm very much one of those people. I will just keep sort of chipping away at it, and before I know it, that unit will be done. Or I can sort of, as you rightly say, just type away, and then I'll find it's like 10:30 in the evening, but I'll have finished it. So it's sort of
satisfaction is done. But
definitely.
Yeah, one of the reasons I do that is also I like to take time off as well. So like last weekend, I had a spell off and I went and did some fun things.
Oh, well, I'll be taking things at the end of August. I'm going to Amsterdam and then Puerto Rico. So I'm
love Amsterdam. Love Amsterdam. Have you been before?
Yeah, I've been to Arnhem in Holland before, but not Amsterdam itself.
Brilliant. Yeah. It's an experience, I'll put it that way. I've been several times. I spent a lot of time in Northern Europe. My daughter lives in Sweden. I get over there quite a bit.
Lovely place.
She lives on the east coast, on the Baltic coast. So, the summers are fantastic over there. Everybody thinks it's cold, and it's not. It's a lot warmer than here. In winter it's cold. I'll give it that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
When we go swimming in the summer in the sea on the Baltic, we can walk on it in the winter.
Very, very different, yeah.
Okay then.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'll close the meeting then and let you get on with some work.
Thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Emily. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you. No problem, thank you.